Our second quarterfinals matchup pits XYZ Dragon Cannon versus Diabound. These two both started off 3-0 and XYZ specifically was the last remaining undefeated deck. This matchup pits Kaiba versus Bakura, one that we didn't get to see the conclusion of in the Dawn of the Duel arc, but now they're paired against each other with stakes higher than a kidnapped Mokuba. Let's duel. XYZ as the higher seed will open up with Alphabet Soup, allowing it to reveal 3 of the 6 ABC and XYZ monsters. It will reveal A, C, and B. And we'll declare A. So Diabound's gonna roll a dice here, and if it's a 1 or 2, that'll mean it is selecting Buster Drake, 3 or 4 selecting Assault Core, 5 or 6 selecting Crush Wyvern. The dice roll is 1, so Alphabet Soup will summon the Buster Drake while the other 2 are banished. Normal summon Y Dragon Head and will banish the 2 Contact Fuse into A to Z Assault Tank. Probably not be activating its effect since it doesn't have anything to banish except itself. Set 1 card and end. So setting up that banish pile pretty good, either for a Return of the Union or Union Scramble play likely. Diabound goes into main phase 1 and will activate Hideout of the Bandit. And in response, XYZ will sure enough activate Return of the Union, putting back A, B, and C into the deck to special summon A, B, C Dragon Buster. Diabound will activate the Hideout of the Bandit's ability to discard a Bandit card to add a Colonel or Diabound card from deck to hand. But XYZ will respond with ABC's effect to discard a card and banish a card on the field, banishing Hideout of the Bandit, which will cause its effect to fizzle. Diabound normal summons the Bandit King so it can pitch a card to discard a card from the opponent's hand on summon. Will discard the Bandit Child and discard that last remaining. No, it will not. ABC or XYZ will respond by activating the quick effect in hand of Union Tech Support to equip it as a Union monster to ABC Buster Dragon, and now ABC is unaffected by card effects, and since nothing was discarded, the Bandit King does not get to get the rest of its effect. Diabound goes into battle phase, will ram the Bandit King into A to Z Assault Tank and take 500 damage, but will get that floating effect since it was destroyed and special summon 1 Diabound Colonel from the deck. Diabound Colonel comes out and will attack, increasing its attack by 600 to 2400, which will be enough to take down A to Z Assault Tank. Main phase 2, set 1 and end. XYZ will switch ABC Dragon Buster into attack mode and will move into the battle phase and try to attack. And the attack goes through, taking 600 damage for Diabound. It is 6900 to 7900. But in response to his monster being destroyed, Diabound activates Vengeance of the Bandit, so if a monster he controls leaves the field because of an opponent's card, either by battle or effect, he can special summon a Diabound Colonel out as banished or from his hand, deck, or grave, then destroy a card the opponent controls. Will bring out the Diabound from the deck and destroy the Union Tech Support. XYZ goes into main phase 2 and will keep that card in hand as fuel for Dragon Buster and end turn right there. Diabound draws. Go right to his end phase and pass back to ABC. The more cards he has, the better position he's in. We'll go straight to the battle phase, but attacking Diabound Colonel won't help much since it can just jump out during the damage step to fizzle the attack. ABC will set a card and end turn. Diabound again draws and passes. ABC activates the set unauthorized reactivation, to which Diabound will activate its effect to banish itself and target ABC Dragon Buster. Dragon Buster will activate its ability in response to pitch B Buster Drake to target the Diabound Colonel, and it will be banished by Dragon Buster's effect. Unauthorized reactivation will equip another copy of Buster Drake to ABC Dragon Buster, making it unaffected by spell cards. Dragon Buster will attack for 3,000, putting Diabound at 3,900 and end turn. Diabound not in a good position right now. Sets one monster and ends. That is not looking good. If Dragon Buster will just put another monster on board. Dragon Buster's effect activates to discard a Assault Core to banish the set. Ash Blossom didn't have much going for it. Buster Drake's ability activates to special summon itself from the Union position back into a monster, and with those two on board, that should be enough for XYZ to take game 1. Moving on to game 2. Diabound will open up with Hideout of the Bandit, the field spell. Will normal summon the Bandit Expert to be able to negate any monster effect once by sending a Diabound monster from deck to grave. Will set one and end. Pretty decent opening. XYZ opens up with straight to the battle phase and activating Evenly Matched, which will be negated by Ancient Tools of the Bandit, paying 1,000 life points to negate a spell or trap card or effect while he controls the Bandit monster. So Evenly Matched is negated, and that'll force XYZ into main phase 2, where it will set one monster and end. So not a grand opening on the part of XYZ. Let's see if Diabound can take advantage of it. Diabound will activate Hideout of the Bandit's ability effect to discard the Bandit card to add a Diabound or Colonel card from deck to hand, but that is blocked by Ash Blossom. And Diabound will not negate Ash Blossom with the Bandit Expert. Instead, they will activate Hidden Colonel to send a Diabound monster from deck to grave and add an Elushu from deck to hand. And he's got Tablet of Diabound to be able to special summon a Diabound monster from hand to grave. Will special summon Diabound Colonel from the graveyard. And will attack face down monster with Diabound and activate Elushu's in-hand ability so that when Diabound battles, you can add a Diabound monster from deck to hand, as well as gaining 600 attack through the effect of Diabound Colonel, putting it at 2,400, which will be enough to attack over the set Crush Wyvern. The Bandit Expert will attack for 1,200. And at the end of the battle phase, Diabound can banish Diabound Colonel to special summon Diabound the Vengeful, the second form, which has the ability to negate monster effects by banishing itself. Turn ends, passes to XYZ, draws. Normal summons a Assault Core. Will attack over the Bandit Expert to try and get that effect negate off the field. Since Diabound doesn't have any cards in hand, he can special summon the Bandit King with the ability of the Expert, but he doesn't have anything to discard. Oh, wait, yes he does. I forgot. Elushu is in the graveyard, so since a monster was destroyed, he can add Elushu from his grave to hand. The Bandit Expert will special summon the Bandit King, and the Bandit King now can trigger its ability to discard a card, that aforementioned Elushu, and will discard Union Leader. So he was trying to get the Bandit Expert off the field to try and use Union Leader, but it gets discarded anyways, and since a monster was discarded, Bandit King can add a Colonel or Diabound card from deck to hand. That'll be Hidden Colonel. And it doesn't look like XYZ has any more moves to make after having lost the Union Leader. Will pass. Diabound will activate Hidden Colonel to send a Diabound monster from deck to grave. That'll be the third form of Diabound, and add an Elushu from deck to hand. Going into the battle phase, Vengeful attacks a Assault Core, gains 600 attack to deal 1,000 damage. A Assault Core's effect activates to add a Union monster from grave to hand. Will add back that Union Leader. The Bandit King will deal 1,800, putting XYZ at 4,000, halfway there. And at the end of the battle phase, the Wretched's ability will activate, special summoning itself by banishing the Vengeful. That is the third form of Diabound on board. Diabound will end turn and pass to XYZ. XYZ will special summon Lava Golem by tributing the Wretched and the Bandit King. The Bandit King will not get its floating effect since it was not destroyed, and the third form is out of here. But XYZ does not have any follow-ups. Can't normal summon or set since he just summoned Lava Golem. Can he survive a turn? Standby phase. Lava Golem deals 1,000 damage to Diabound, putting it at 5,300. Lava Golem turns to attack mode, and he won't get enough on board to end the duel right here, but Lava Golem will deal 3,000 to bring XYZ down to its last 1,000 life points. Can it muster a comeback? Diabound passes. XYZ draws. What do we got? No, he has Union Leader in hand. He just needs a monster to be able to equip it too. Activates Lightning Storm to destroy monsters. Will destroy that Lava Golem. Then we'll normal summon Union Tech Support. Alright, getting desperate here. We'll use Union Leader's ability to equip it from hand to a Light Machine monster he has on board, which will be that Union Tech Support. And when Union Leader is equipped, he can add a Union spell from deck to hand, but that'll be blocked off by Ash Blossom. That is huge because now he's got this Union Tech Support in attack mode with just 400 attack. Diabound just needs to get 1,000 damage in there. Union Tech Support will go ahead and hit for 400. Will pass turn. So can Diabound just get a strong enough monster on board? Activates Hideout of the Bandit to pitch the fourth form, the Evil, from hand to grave to add back the Bandit monster from grave to hand. That'll be the Bandit King, and this should be enough. The Bandit King will of course activate his effect on summon to discard Elusha from its own hand, to discard Return of the Union from the opponent's hand, and this 1,400 attack damage from Bandit King over Union Tech Support will be enough to take game 2. So a clutch Lava Golem isn't enough, as Diabound is able to recover and deal the last blow and take game 2. Here we go with game 3. XYZ will open up. Opens up with a Assault Core normal summon. Will activate Union Leader's ability to equip itself as a Union monster from its hand, and when it is equipped, its other ability activates to add a Union spell or trap from deck to hand. It will not be blocked. XYZ will get to add Union Strike. Set 1, set 2, and pass. Haven't seen a Union Hanger all match. Diabound's kind of looking out there in that regard. Let's see if they can do anything to take advantage. Starts off with Motive of the Bandit to add Hideout of the Bandit. Now Hideout will activate and he will try to use its effect, pitching a Diabound card to add back the Bandit card from its grave. But XYZ will block it with Union Strike, special summoning all of its Union monsters that are in the spell trap zone, which will be 1, and then negating 1 card on the board, which will be the Hideout, so its effect gets negated in the middle of the chain. Diabound summons the Bandit King, activates its ability on summon, pitches Elusha to discard Union Tech Support, so he can't chain a monster effect to the Bandit King's effect thanks to Hideout of, well, the Hideout of the Bandit is actually negated. He could have chained it, but opts not to. Maybe that other card in hand is important. But since a monster was discarded, the Bandit King gets to add a Diabound or Colonel card from deck to hand. Let's see what he gets. Colonel Pop. Alright, see where this is going. The Bandit King is going to ram into a Assault Core, take 100 damage, but then be able to trigger its floating ability to special summon Diabound and use Elusha's Graveyard ability to add that back to its hand. So Elusha goes to hand, Diabound comes out from deck. Diabound will attack the Union Leader, jump up to 2,400 attack. Well, no. Before that, XYZ responds with unauthorized reactivation, but that will be chained with Colonel Pop. Colonel Pop will target the card that unauthorized reactivation was targeting, the Union Leader. So Colonel Pop resolving first will be able to pop the Union Leader, and then does he have the second form already? No, he does not. He will then attack a Assault Core, will pitch Elusha to be able to add that second form Diabound from deck to hand, gain 600 attack from the attack, and attack over a Assault Core, which has the ability to get back a Union monster that is currently in the grave. Will add back the Union leader. But now Diabound can transform into its second form, bringing out Diabound the Vengeful. That is enough from Diabound. Will end and pass to XYZ. What does it got? Set 1 and end. That's all. So it doesn't have a monster to equip with the Union leader. Alright, that's big. So Diabound activates Hidden Kernel to be able to send a Diabound monster from deck to grave. We'll send the third form and add an Elushu. Now if he can get an attack off, he can transform into the third form. Will it go down? Normal summons the Bandit Expert. So in effect, 2 effect negations on board. Expert attacks are 1200. Vengeful attacks bumps up to 2900 and deals it. And at the end of the battle phase, the Wretched's effect will activate, special summoning itself by banishing the Vengeful face down. So now he's got a monster effect negate and a monster destruction on board. Will end turn, passing to XYZ. XYZ will activate Alphabet Soup. So revealing 3 of the ABC XYZ series from the deck will reveal A, B, and C. Now it's declaring B this time. So Diabound's gonna roll here. 1, 2 will be C, 3, 4 will be A, 5, 6 will be B. What'll it be? It'll be a 4. So A gets summoned, C and B will be banished. So was probably trying to get that ABC play with the A already in the grave, but now he's got 2 A's, 1 in the grave, 1 on field. See what else he can do. We know he has that Union leader, but it could be negated by the Bandit Expert. Very delicate situation here. What does he try to do? He tries to attack over the Bandit Expert. The Wretched will destroy it. But if he tries to equip Union Leader, Expert will negate it. So he's going to normal summon Union Leader. Alright, you don't usually see that. That is an interesting move. Alright, I see what he's doing there. So he wants to summon Union Leader so that if he does get Expert off board and King comes out, King won't be able to discard Union Leader from his hand. And remember, Union Leader can equip from field or hand. So he goes into the battle phase. A will attack Expert, see if it goes through, and he does allow it to go through, so Expert will be destroyed. So that'll trigger its effect to special summon the Bandit King from deck, and Elushu's graveyard effect will also trigger to add itself back to hand. The Bandit King will come out in defense mode. The Bandit King will activate its ability to pitch Elushu to discard that last remaining card in XYZ's hand, and that is an Ash Blossom. That was a monster. The Bandit King, the rest of its effect will resolve and get to add a Kernel or Diabound card that will add Kernel pop from deck to hand. Alright, moving on to main phase 2. XYZ will try to activate Union Leader's ability to equip it to A Assault Core. Wretched will chain to target and destroy the A. So Union Leader now doesn't have anything to equip to, but A's effect will activate and get back Union tech support from the grave. And now he's got Union Scramble. He had that set. That may have been that all-important card that he was holding. Special summon C and B. And we'll banish those 2 from the field as well as one of the A's in grave. To special summon ABC Dragon Buster. And a Union tech support in hand makes it so he can protect it from other effects. And will end turn right there. What will Diabound do? Standby phase brings back the Wretched. So it can try to attack over Dragon Buster, since with that 600 attack boost, it would put it over 3,000. Union tech support would be able to at least protect it from being destroyed by battle. XYZ could also use Dragon Buster's ability to bring back ADC from the Vanish pile. A lot of different options. Oh my goodness, Dark Ruler no more! Wow. So XYZ won't take any damage this turn, but all of its monster effects are negated. That means Dragon Buster's ability to banish a card on the field, as well as its ability to tribute and special summon the 3 ABC that are banished. Can't do any of that now. That is... And now he will activate Colonel Pop. Colonel Pop will target the Bandit King. Alright, so he's targeting its own card. And that'll be able to then bring out Diabound the Evil. King and Alushu's effects will activate. Alushu adds itself to hand. King will special summon Diabound from the deck. Normal summon Alushu. Diabound the Evil attacks over Dragon Buster, but in response, XYZ will equip that Union tech support in hand to the Dragon Buster, so that instead of being destroyed by battle, the tech support is destroyed instead. Of course, no damage is taken thanks to Dark Ruler no more. Diabound Colonel will attack Union Leader. Again, no damage taken. But the Evil, since it battled this turn and Alushu is on board, they can banish themselves to bring out Diabound the Darkness, the final form, and there is not a whole lot XYZ can do about it with its effects negated. Diabound the Darkness will activate its ability to banish itself and banish the Dragon Buster, as well as the Union Scramble that is currently in the graveyard. XYZ draws. Diabound the Darkness comes back. That is just not going to be enough once that monster is just going to be removed by the darkness if he so chooses, and he does. Banishes it to banish that set Ash Blossom as well as an Assault Core from the graveyard. Diabound Colonel will attack, so it won't be for game. It'll just jump up to 3,000, leaving XYZ with last 400 life points. Past turn, one last chance. Darkness comes back. Does XYZ have anything to overcome this? No, it does not, Scoop. Sorry, Mokuba, your brother is not rescuing you today. XYZ, Blue Eyes, La Jin, all 3 representatives of the Kaiba team have now been knocked out before the semi-finals. Diabound and Toons, both villains, move on to the semi-finals.